Hi there. I just want to try and do a video, and I want to talk about, as you can see, the picture that I had for the start of this was 5G. And I want to talk about that and frequency, and how 5G works, and stuff like that. It's radiation. We are electrical. Everything's electricity, and the human body is electric, and it runs through electrical signals coming from motions and thoughts. Now, the 5G frequency is like a too hot electricity for our bodies to handle. So obviously what happens is, once you're doing that, is you're burning your insides. This is why there's been reports of it doing all this damage. It's funny when, you can't doubt this. You don't have to be a scientist even to understand that heat frequencies that is hotter than the body will burn out the body's insides. It's simple mathematics. I'm no genius, but even, it's simple to work out. And the faster the internet, the hotter it is, the more radiation you're dealing with. So this 5G isn't going to stop there. It's going to go beyond it, because the artificial intelligence needs the speed of 5G to work along with the smart grid to the system's requirements, right? The quicker the better. And the quicker the whole system works for the system, the quicker it can dumb us down. And so these things will get quicker, and what it is a kill grid. It's an absolute kill grid, against us. But it's simple to work out. Our bodies work at a certain heat frequency, and the internet, faster it goes, gets to a level where it gets too hot. It's like my Apple. I've got an Apple Mac desktop computer, beautiful thing. But when I'm not using it and it's still on, it's got a fan on. That's to deal with the heat, you see. But we haven't got like a fan or anything that can turn down the heat of 5G. You see, understand what I mean? So the system's actually giving us this, but not trying to counter it. So obviously it's to kill us, right? Because with something as hot as that, it's, and so many scientists have spoke up against it. Scientists said years ago the dangers of phones, and of course electricity is dangerous. If you have electricity, if you have wires in with other wires, and one of the wires is too hot, then it'll burn the other wires, you see. It's like having a warm pie and putting the warm pie in a roasting hot oven. It's going to burn the hell out of it, to a crisp. So what we need is education and true facts about what this radiation really is going to do. And the logic as well, that the hotter it is, the more we burn out, right? And we need to understand that we only need the internet to work at a certain speed to be good enough, right? That's it, And this demand for faster internet, remember, that's the demand for higher radiation. I'm not a scientist, but it's simple to work out. The internet, electricity, all runs by heat, you see, and electricity. And the higher electric shock waves and heat and stuff like that will be from the faster the internet. It will develop more heat. So it'll be like an Apple Mac computer without a fan on. Right? That's what it's like. And I don't have to be a scientist to work out that. I don't have to be, one of them people to work out the dangers of radiation. That our bodies can only handle so much heat like that. If it gets too much, you kill the people. But that's the idea, you see. This is the idea. See, this system is a genius system for the system. Because they want to kill off people, right? And they also want to create fear. You know, because fear stops people from doing anything. It controls people. Fear is one of the ways to control people. And what no rational person would think of this. The system is us. And we have created what people call the Matrix. And the Matrix is a distorted energy consciousness system. And that is what the system really is. And we are changing this system. We change it when we awaken in our own space. And that awakens the space we're occupying. Therefore, that affects the next space to that. That's how you change the planet. But we are the system. The people are the power. We are the many. So that's what the system really is. But because people are so crazy and they don't realize what they're creating, that they're creating their own reality, they think it's some other power. But the system that we know is a tiny few compared to the people. So we make the wars, we do all the things. We are the answer to the problems. Right? And that's why climate change exists. You know, that's the only thing that isn't actually our fault, is climate change. Humans cause climate change is a hoax. And the reason it's a hoax is because they want to offer you the smart solution, which they're doing already. And stage 3 is all humans connect to artificial intelligence. This is called Agenda 2030. Right? And that's why climate change is the first step in going towards Agenda 2030. That's why climate change exists. Right? They have to do things through stages so you don't see the obvious road of where everything's going. Unless you're looking like me, where you're looking from the wide angle and you're actually seeing it. Wait a minute, they're trying to trick us. They're doing this in little steps. But that's 3 stages that it's leading to Agenda 2030, which is climate change, the hoax, the smart solution, and then all humans connect to artificial intelligence, which means that human thinking will be no more as free thought. It will all be thoughts that are coming from the cloud, the internet, the artificial intelligence, the smart grid. That's why they're trying to promote these gadgets where you talk to these internet gadgets, because that's artificial intelligence, and you're training it. It's training for artificial intelligence. But I just thought I would do a talk today. Last night when I went to bed, I thought I would do a talk today on 5G and the smarts and Agenda 2030, climate change, because there's many people out there that just watch the news and just believe it, basically. You know, I don't watch the television news, but someone had it on one day, and this woman on BBC News, and you're talking about BBC News, this is supposed to be people that know their stuff, was saying how good a technology 5G was. I mean, this is madness. So many people have said things against this. You know, 5G, I mean, think of the reputation that this stuff has already. So it must be something to it then. You go on the internet and you type in danger 5G, and it's everywhere. Right? But the reason it's so dangerous is because that the faster the internet requirement, then the more heat you're going to have. It's like having a computer that runs faster and faster. You need a bigger fan. Right? But they're trying to give us this heat without giving us a fan. So basically our insides of our computer, which is our body, will just burn out. That's how cancer will manifest and all these other things, because of the fact we can't counter this thing. That is why all this stuff exists. And my job is to just share it. That's why I've had this unexpected spiritual awakening at the age of 24 and pass it on. Because there's a global awakening happening. That's why they're trying to put this stuff out, to stop people waking up. You can see how frightened they are before they're going to all this length to try and keep people asleep. It shows you how dangerous awakened people are to the system and the grid. But anyway, I'm just going to end it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Everything follows divine order and divine timing. You are infinity. Thank you for watching.